eat like slaves anymore because we're not slaves. If you cannot control what you eat, then you cannot control what you feel. Eat your largest meals in the middle of the day, not the end of the day.
What part the homeostasis plays, you're on your way to healing yourself. The homeostasis is the internal environment where your body is at its ultimate functionality for healing. Just keep in mind that everything that is happening to you is happening for you.
Hello, and happy Saturday to everyone. I am Carolyn Gentle. You are in the Mind of Nature, hosted by Dr. Zarit, the nutritionist. Today we'll be talking about collagen myths. So let's go ahead and like, share, do all the social media things. Subscribe if you haven't to the YouTube channel. We are streaming live on Facebook. We're on YouTube and we are on Instagram. So hello to all. Please go ahead and share the live so we can have others be a part of the conversation. So let me go ahead and share the live. And Dr. Zarit, go ahead and join me here on stage so we can get the party going. Hello.
All right, Grand Rising, everybody. It's great to see you here. We're definitely going to bring it to you this morning. We're talking about collagen, something that's been trending a long time. Do you know what it is? What does it do? And what is it related to? So we're going to give you some information there so that you'll be better equipped to make informed decisions. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get it started, we want to give some special hellos. And why don't you take care of that, Cara?
All right. Just want to say hello to everyone that's joining right now. Hello to just all that are watching right now and also will be watching the replays. Thank you all just so much for joining us here. Again, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Instagram.
Beautiful. So let's go ahead and get it started here. I'm going to just start all the way from the beginning. So we're going to get every bit of it. Make sure if you have any questions, the best thing to do is to leave them in the comments, and then we'll see if we can respond to those questions or statements. But we're happy that you're here. Thank you very much for your subscriptions. The subscriptions has gone up, and thanks to you that we have a wider membership, and we appreciate you getting up in the morning and listening to us, as well as we appreciate those that get the presentation later on. So thank you from our hearts that you're making those types of disciplinary moves in order to spread the news. Now, this is not a numbers game for us, so we're not really concerned with whether 1,000 people are listening or we have 5 people listening. We're interested in helping people that want to be helped, and through our nutrition, part of our mission is to reach out to people, to educate people about nutritional science so that they'll be better equipped to make informed decisions. Let's go ahead and start with this, okay? We're going to go right into it. First, collagen. Some people, collagen, you're not even familiar with collagen, and I'm going to go over this so that you'll get a better idea about it. And when we have knowledge about something, then we can make better decisions, right? So that's what we're doing. That's the bottom line today. I also want to remind you that, taking notes and you writing this down can really be more helpful to you than just listening, and getting involved, making your comments. If it's something that you don't understand, of course you can search it, but we want you to make sure that you're taking you're making the moves to retain the information that we're sharing with you. Now, the skin changes, and that's the big problem. I should say that is what I'm focused on most about the first part of sharing on the subject of collagen. Now, most people are aware of collagen because of all of the touted benefits of eating these different supplements that they just call collagen. There's more to it than just saying collagen. So that's what we're going to talk about. Your skin is youthful because it has the hyaluronic, and that's just one. The hyaluronic acid is a part of it in this trilogy, and then collagen and elastin. But there's another great important part of what I'm talking about this morning, and that's fibrin. So we're going to talk about the hyaluronic acids. We're going to talk about collagen, elastin, and fibrin. Just a little bit. We won't get too much, too deep, too fast. So let's start off with how the skin ages. From your youthful skin, which you're born with, you see babies and they're all plump and just they're new. They're new babies, so everything is new. Breath is new. Everything is new.
Yes.
And that's really wonderful. One thing that doesn't change is the aroma of waste. And you'll see the waste is just, whoa, that's like, wow, you smell like a grown up. So that does, when it comes to waste or passing waste there, could be, some similarities there. But I want you to keep in mind that the youthful skin, it goes through a transition. And that transition is we start to lose certain frequencies of production. So the production of the skin, what's under the skin, the epidermis, the dermis, the sebaceous levels of our skin, all of these are, they change as we get older. And then the aged skin or the aging skin definitely loses more of the hyaluronic acid, the collagen, and the elastin. Now, the hyaluronic acid holds the moisture and it keeps the skin plump, soft, and hydrated. Now, keeping the skin hydrated and plump, this is really important for you to know. I use the word hydrated. You hear us say hydrated a lot, but you also see this in cosmetology. It'll have maybe a jar of a certain lotion. Now that lotion is not equivalent to you drinking water. It's not equivalent to you drinking perhaps vegetable juice and a little your fruit juices. This is just really important to know because some people really think that all you do is you have one way to hydrate, and that is you can drink, hydrate, which is one of the best ways to hydrate, and the food that we're eating, like the fruit and the vegetables. But when it comes to taking something from a jar and putting it on your face or parts of your body, and you're believing that that lotion is going to really make a difference, it probably does as far as smoothing your skin out. Like if you got a little rough skin, and this is moisturizing. Now, moisturizing and hydration are two different things. So if you have like your feet, for instance, have thicker skin, and on your feet, you might have around your ankles, where we scrub sometimes, and we want to make our feet feel softer, then those are the moves that we go through. But when it comes to things like hydration is important that you know that you ingest it, okay? And moisturizing is not something that you ingest. All right. And then there's other levels of that also. So keep in mind here that your skin is youthful first, then it goes through a transition, and then you have aged skin. All of us, no matter how wonderful your um, genes are from your mom and your dad, and recessive genes from your grandparents, you're still going to face life, and part of that is the wind that hits your face, staying out in the sun too long, just being here on earth. That's just the way that we are created. We're created to be born, and then we change, we transform as we get older. Okay, so collagen and age again, just so that you will see this very clearly. Excuse me. The skin is young, and then it starts to go through a little transition here, and then as we age, we lose more and more collagen. And you see that collagen that keeps our skin nice and plump, smooth, and juicy cheeks. So from here, let's go here. Now, what is collagen? Collagen is simply put, the collagen is a protein that forms the connective tissue all over our bodies. And it is found in our nails, our skin, bones, joints, ligaments, and tendons. Collagen is primarily made up of amino acids, and it makes up 70 to 80% of the dry weight of your skin. Now, on the other side of that, I said elastin. So let's look at elastin. Elastin is this is your body, what it naturally produces. Your body naturally produces this protein, which is another protein. I don't know if I said that there are many types of protein yet, but we're going to get into that as we advance. The elastin actually helps the tissues and the organs in the body stretch, and the supplements may help your body to generate more elastin, but there isn't enough scientific research to draw the definite conclusion. So the supplements that we're buying, some people, they're not cheap. You buy the supplement, and on the supplement label, it tells you that it's for, your skin, or it might be telling you your skin's glow, or whatever they may say to sell the product.
Right.
It's nothing like a well-balanced diet. Like when we are eating the food that gives your body the raw ingredients that it needs to help your body make elastin naturally. So that has to be something that you can cling on to, because that's the bottom line. That's the difference between moisturizing and the other. Unfortunately, people think that lotion takes the place of hydration. Elastin is one of the most abundant proteins in your body, and it's that stretchy protein that resembles a rubber band. Now, it can stretch out, extend, or shrink back as it recoils, and it's a major component of the tissues in your body that require stretchiness, like your lungs and your bladder, large blood vessels, and some ligaments. Smaller amounts exist in your skin and your ear and the ear cartilage. So that little rubbery feeling that you have in your ear. Now, as you get older, you notice a lot of people's ears get bigger, or they get floppier. The lobe is bigger. All of that is a part of the way that the body is designed. We move on next to what is the elastin, because the elastin, some people use those two interchangeably. They'll say collagen, I need to get my collagen, so or they'll say the same sentence, I need to, increase my elastin. Well, many molecules of a large flexible molecule called tropoelastin, and tropoelastin join together to form elastin. So the molecule, it is a large molecule, and that tropoelastin, the joins uh, to form other substances to form the elastin. Uh, is elastin a collagen? Again, no, it's not. Elastin isn't a collagen. However, elastin and collagen are both proteins that often get confused with each other. In fact, the health care professionals or the healthcare workers, providers who study the tissue structures on a microscopic level, and these are histologists. Of course, histology is one of the courses that you take in college, usually your first year in med school. And it's really important to know the difference, because when you start saying all of these are the same things, just imagine if you had salt and pepper and you called both of those, or they do the same thing. Well, you know already that that's not going to work. Pepper does a whole different thing than salt, but salt and pepper are usually mentioned together, but they're not the same thing. So also, histologists actually use special dyes and chemicals to stain the important features of the body tissues, and they show the differences. These dyes, they actually stain any of the structures in the body that have a lot of elastin brown. They have a lot of elastin, and they color these brown or purple. Now, the collagen's main role is to provide structure, strength, and support your body. The elastin's main role is to provide your stretchiness in your body, and it's approximately 1,000 times more stretchier than collagen. So keep that in mind. Again, the collagen's main role is to provide structure, strength, and support in your body, whereas the elastin's main role is to provide stretchiness, flexibility in your body, and it's approximately 1,000 times stretchier than collagens. This doesn't mean that you take a supplement, elastin supplement or elastin collagen, and now go into a full split because you think that it's supposed to help you be, more flexible. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, fibrin. I wanted to mention this, and I just mentioned this. This is like maybe a little, what do they call it when you just show up, cameo. This is, so we making a little cameo here. Fibrin is a fibrous protein that forms a mesh of platelets and red blood cells to stop the bleeding. If for instance, if you're bleeding, you cut yourself. Fibrin is that fibrous protein in your platelets. So those platelets are important, and all of these work together. So the substances that will come together to form a scab, for instance. Despite its recognition as a key component of blood clots, the roles of fibrinogen and the fibrin, collectively, fibrin and fibrinogen, is when you connect the fibrin along with uh, fibrinogen, and collectively in homeostasis and thrombosis are insufficiently understood. Consequently, the fibrin remains an active focus in the investigation at all levels of research and spectrum, including the fundamental basic discovery of science, epidemiology, and clinical practice and applications. Now, if that sounds like a blah, 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 blah to you, um, that's okay. So we keep on going because there's just a lot to learn. Sometimes science and explanations for things are just they are complex situations that go on in science to explain how things happen. Again, the discovery of science is for the purpose of showing how nature works. It's the evidence of nature. Let's move on to more collagen. Did you know that about 30% of the protein in your body is collagen, and approximately 70 to 80% of the dry weight of your skin is collagen? We lose about 1% of collagen per year, and that usually occurs after the age of 40. This is in females as well as in males. So when you see a person that's in their 40s and their 50s, and they still look like, wow, you look like you did when you were 20. Well, again, bless their souls, because they get this from mom and dad. They get this from the gene pool, you see. And eventually those people, I can remember Dick Clark. Dick Clark looked like a baby. Pee Wee Herman had that young face. You had other people, in your family. Your family is an even better example, because usually you'll have an uncle or a niece, or you'll see a grandma or your aunt, somebody that looks way younger than what they really are. One is because they also take care of themselves. You can't just get by with sales. You got to take care of yourself and eat those foods that are healthy for you.
Right.
Now, why your body needs collagen? Oh, that's good to hear. I just heard Kara's voice. I was like,
I was
you.
just agreeing with you. I was saying right.
I know this. I mean, it's great though, because it's great to hear other than my voice sometimes. Now, why your body needs collagen is very important. As the most abundant protein in your body, collagen plays a key role in maintaining healthy looking skin and hair, joints and bone health, and can help build muscle mass and support an active lifestyle. So this is some of what the supplements tout. They say that if you just take these supplements, boom, you're brand new again. It's not true. And while we're going through this, you'll see that. But it is important that you do eat some of the plant-based foods that can help you on your way to be healthier. Here's the unfortunate biological reality. The older that you get, the less collagen your body produces. It starts to decline between the ages of 18 and 29. By 40, we may lose about 1% per year. Now, this may lead to weaker and more brittle hair, and also includes your nails, your toenails, and your fingernails, less mobility, a loss of skin elasticity, and more visible fine lines and wrinkles. Now, you see what happens when we lose the collagen. Remember, we're talking about mainly after 40 years old, we lose about 1% of our collagen per year. But those of us that are eating healthier food have a better chance at this challenge, because your skin, you're moving, you're exercising. We talk about that. Exercising brings that oil up to your skin. It allows you to go through a process called nicturition, which is your sweating, and this is keeping yourself alive. When you're not doing things and you're not moving, you become sedentary, and then you end up with sarcopenia. And sarcopenia, you should look that up, because it really tells you what happens to a body when it doesn't move, when you're not exercising enough. And I know those of you that are conscious of exercising, I know how many times you ask grandma and your mom and your sister and your friend and your even your partner, your loved one, your husband, your wife, you know, it really has to be something that they want to do on their own. You can't just keep talking blue in the face, because all you're going to do is irritate them, and you're not going to get them. They'll start resenting to exercise. So if they seem like they're just, oh, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to be there next Thursday, and they don't show up and so forth, let them be themselves. Let them don't, if that's what they desire. But I understand also those people that become irritated, because if you're married or you have a close relationship with somebody and you want them to exercise, but they don't exercise, you're thinking about, how is this going to impact me? So if you get sick, I don't want to be rushing your behind down to the hospital or having to take care of you. I want to be alive, joyful, and free. And that's what I agree with you. So those people that, if you've been really working hard, your sweetheart will come around, your husband, your wife, your um, partner will come around eventually, because that's how love works. And they'll think about that and say, yeah, you're right. You're doing that for me. Because, like, especially if your partner is in good shape and she works out and he works out, make sure that you don't, lay on them too, push on them too hard, because they will do it in their time.
Mm.
Now, let's go and look at some of the comparisons of collagen and elastin. Now, the collagen is a main structural protein that's found in the skin and the connective tissue, whereas the elastin is a major structural protein, and that's just like collagen is a structural protein also in the connective tissue of the elastic or the elastic structures. So this is important. They're very similar, and you see the same language is used, except the structural protein in is this elastin is the structural protein that's actually in the connective tissue. And over on collagen is the protein found in the skin and the connective tissue. So it's the skin and the connective tissue. And the difference is the skin in collagen, and not the same, is a little different as far as the stretchability. We talked about stretchiness, which is really important, because you want your skin to be able to stretch somewhat. When you don't have, or it's not a presence of a lot of this elastin, this may be one of the reasons that you'll have people that get stretch marks, because their skin isn't stretching. And I think, Kendrick Lamar has made stretch marks popular now, and people got. Isn't it incredible how you can have like an entertainer come out and put it in a record form, and it just moves like,
Mm.
some of these forest fires, and
The
then
power of influence.
yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. The other thing about the collagen here, is the white color protein versus a yellow color protein. So they're both proteins, but one is white and one is yellow. They're found in the collagen. Excuse me, and collagen is found in connective tissue, as I said earlier. Also, I said the skin, but it's also found in the blood vessels, the corneas of the eyes, the muscles, and the bones. And the elastin is found in blood vessels and skin. So you see how very, very spread the collagen is in comparison with the elastin. Also, the collagen produced throughout the life until aging begins. So the collagen continues to produce, and then when you get older, then that's when it subsides or diminishes. And then we have the elastin mainly produced in the fetus. So this is a big difference. The collagen produces itself while you're getting older. So while you're a child, all the way up to like 40 years old, and then it's still there, but it changes. Well, the elastin is mainly produced in the fetus, and is no longer produced after puberty. Big difference there. Okay. And lastly, the deficiencies form the osteogenesis imperfect, and then you have the chondro plasias. So or no, actually, it's the chondrodysplasias and the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. The Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This is when you don't have enough of the collagen in your body, and you can see things like as far as the structure of your skin, the connective tissue. You know how your connective tissue is connecting your muscle to the bone and so forth. You really have to pay attention to this, because these are things that we take for granted, right? We never think about your muscle parting your bone, or you don't ever think about the collagen in your face until you're exposed to that type of study, such as cosmetology, or where you're going to get all served with massage, and you got the steam. Well, that day when ladies get it. Well, now guys doing it now too, though.
Right. Yeah, it's just
Right.
self-care. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's self-care.
exactly. Exactly. So we're right at the halfway point. So Carrie, you're on.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Zarif. And thank you to everyone that has joined us here in the Mind of Nature today. The topic is collagen. We're talking all about collagen and the myths of collagen. So thank you all so much for joining us. I just want to give quick shout outs to, hey, Denise Kane. Thank you so much for joining us today. Michelle Gentle. Hey, I see you over there and over here. But thank you so much for joining us over here on Instagram. I love you, Michelle. Hey, I see you. Let me see. Is it Dante Jones? Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining us here today over here on Instagram. Really do appreciate everyone that's here. Please make sure to go over to the YouTube channel. If you're not there right now, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is Dr. Farid Zarif. We are live over there as well. And we are, our goal is to build that channel up with subscribers, with views, and just great information that everyone needs. So thank you all so much for joining us. Dr. Zarif, go ahead and join me back here on stage. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kara. Let's go ahead and we'll continue with this collagen. This is really incredible. And so far, keep in mind that if you don't have enough, just like anything else, there's a deficiency. If you have a deficiency, that can cause you to have different symptoms that can lead to chronic illness. Okay. So I wanted to make sure that you remember the difference between these two. A huge difference is that the collagen is produced all the way up to you like 40 years old. It starts to diminish, but nevertheless, it continues to produce, whereas mainly the elastin is produced in the fetus, and it is no longer produced after puberty. So that's really important there, because you start to age technically from the first day. It's like you're developing and aging at the same time. You see, you're getting older, from, of course, a a toddler, you're growing into preteen and then a teen and so forth, and you have um, signs of getting older. So I'll get hair on our face, or you might see a development in the breast, or so on. It's incredible. That's I mean, whatever you believe in. I mean, I don't think that it is intelligent to believe that we created ourselves. It's something else that's much bigger than us. And
Oh yeah.
then when you take what the body does, the body takes care of itself so well that we don't even have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be to our disadvantage, because a lot of times when you don't have to think about certain things, you take for granted that it's going to be there when you want it. And
Right.
that includes people, places, and things.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. I want to go over the 5 main types of collagen. Like when it comes to supplements, there are about 5 main types of collagens. So I'm going to go through collagen 1 through 3, then 5 and 10. Although each of them is linked to different wellness benefits. And you will see that, and that is called marketing. So these different products, what they'll do is that for their brand, they'll say, we have our collagen, and this helps you with your skin. This is my collagen, and this helps you with your muscles. This is my collagen that does. See, it's a lot of marketing. So when you get caught up in the hype of it, make sure that you slow yourself down by reading the labels. You can even call the 800 number on the labels, or research their number to get them so that you can call them, what's in this, where is it from, so forth. But I'm going to give you a really good indication of what's in the different types. We start off with a type 1 collagen. This is the most abundant collagen in the human body, and is found in skin, bone, ligaments, and even your teeth. Yes, collagen is also in your teeth. Type 1 collagen is the primarily, it's your building block of the skin. And this is really important, because if you have that type 1, if you have the collagen, see, that's, again, just think about, I keep thinking about a baby's cheeks, because I love those little round babies with those little cheeks. And the collagen may support your skin elasticity and hydration. Bovine, which means beef, it means steers, it means cows. Bovine collagen is a common source of type 1. Let's go on to type 2. Type 2, sometimes colloquially, it referred to as the joint support collagen. See, and some of the scientists, they jump on that, and they suggest, or they use these different types in order to market different products. So collagen type 2 is found in the cartilage, and the cartilage, like you can feel cartilage in your ear. Cartilage is in your joints, that holds your joints together, and for the attachment of your muscle to the bone. More of this great information. That's why people actually turn to type 2 collagen when they experience joint concerns. Type 2 is usually used when a person's knees are hurting, chondromalacia patella, as it's called. And then for lordosis, lordosis is a swaying of the back, and then kyphosis, the humping of the back. So these are some of the things that you should be aware of when you are young. Now, don't wait until you can't do anything about it and it can't be reversed. Let me stop for here. Let me start here for just a second and say, you cannot substitute exercise. They have all these different things. They even have this thing that they brought out again. They had it out 20 years ago, where you actually put this little turtle shell looking thing on your stomach, and then you turn it on and it does sit-ups for you.
Right. I've
Yeah.
seen that. Ugh.
What you think about that, Care?
I mean, it's a gimmick. Definitely a gimmick. I remember um when it first came out years ago, we had
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
think my sister bought it, and then like you would put it on your stomach, and I remember just feeling like a shock, but it wasn't anything that felt like an actual crunch, like you're doing crunches.
Right.
You Yeah.
Exactly. And they got a close up on when they make you, or the nervous, you like when you have like a nerve, when they make you jump a little bit, like, so it's like, wow, I'm doing some sit-ups. Well,
Right.
that stuff, they have that stuff, like you said, and it was a perfect example, and that is that they're gimmicks. So as we continue talking about this is important to keep in mind. Gimmicks are all around us.
Hmm.
So the type two, that's the hydrolyzed chicken collagen is considered a good source of type two collagen. So the hydrolyzed chicken collagen. So there is people do perhaps eat chicken for more than just the good taste. Let's go to type three. Type three is usually associated with type one collagen. These two types, they make up the two most commonly found types in your body. Now, also highly beneficial for supporting skin health. Type 3 collagen makes up a large part of our skin and our organs. Bovine collagen is also a source of type 3 collagen. So, when you really start looking deeper into our health, if this really works, then you would think, wait a minute, what does the first thing that usually people that don't eat meat, the first thing that we think is, okay, how can I get this from a plant source?
Hmm.
And sometimes plant sources just don't have it. You see, just
Yeah.
like, vitamin B12, for instance. That's the old, how do you get your vitamin B12? Protein. We hear that all the time. Well, how do you get your protein? People, believe me, they can go all the way through an entire life
Hmm.
and not know that protein comes in different forms and different types, just like we're reading now. So it's really worth your time to become educated. And I know you can't make, just like I said earlier, you can't make a person exercise. You can't make a person want to be healthy. They have to embrace the gift of life. That's between them and their God. But don't you step in and you got to do it. And even if you do persuade them to do it, then there's, what you're going to do, have a 24-hour surveillance or something on them. People will do what they want to do and what they feel is most important. Don't get upset with the person that you love, that loves you the most and takes care of you and looks out for you, and don't get this mixed up with that. They will do it on their own terms. Okay, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it.
Hmm.
And that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so we have next is type 5. Now, this is the type of collagen that helps to support muscles and bones and is often sourced from eggshell membrane. We haven't even said anything about the plants yet, right? This is all, and this is why we have that big argument about don't eat. I think the don't eat may end up being that sometimes just eat a smaller amount, you know. And some people actually, like me, I've been vegan almost all my life, and vegan is my preferable lifestyle of eating. I have fun with it. It's delicious. It makes me, I stay in the kitchen. I'm always experimenting. And I personally don't like a big belly. I don't like men boobs. I just, that's not me. Some ladies like it. They like, they, yeah. You know the rest of that story. Okay, so let's go on down to type X. Type X is actually type 10 because we're using Roman numerals. Like type 5, collagen type 10 is also typically sourced from eggshell membrane. You wouldn't even think that, right? A rich source is not only collagen, but essential amino acids. Now, this type of collagen can help support bones. So it's really important that you know the differences. And there you have it. Here, let's go on with the collagen and what the supplements do. So when you buy this $60 bottle of collagen or the 60 a $5 $75 that you spend on a container of collagen. Taking collagen supplements is convenient. It's a convenient way to increase your collagen, protein, and amino acid intake. Now, proteins are broken down to amino acids, but they're also what? They're the building blocks of protein. So that's why when you hear me say the amino acid intake, this is all a part of those suspended or parts of the collagen that you ingest when you're you're eating certain foods, and the ones that we just know, like the bovine, the other ones that we'll as we advance, we'll mention those too. But although the collagen is also present in foods such as bone broth. Now, I don't know if you ever had that in your family, but I remember seeing my mother boil some water and bones, and that was interesting because it was like oil comes out, and it's the water starts to look kind of like it's dirty. And I didn't know what the heck that was, but that was something that she was putting a remedy together for illness. Some kind of somebody in the family had that. So anyway, that was then, and there's people that still do this and more as far as making the different remedies for certain certain ailments. I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to let the beautiful Care just speak right now, just to give me a break, and also so we can hear her lovely voice and her thoughts. Care?
Well,
Right.
it's funny because I actually had a question, or Michelle had a question over on Instagram asking,
Okay.
is there some liquid collagen that you can take? That was one question that she has, but I also had a question too, but I'll go with that one first.
Okay, yes, liquid collagen. I haven't seen liquid collagen. Most of the collagen out on the floor, or the ones that's been displayed in different these supplement shops, are usually powdered. They're in powder form, and they also come in the capsules, which I would say that if you get them in the capsules, you're either going to have a whole lot, or you're going to pay a lot of money for a smaller amount of collagen. Oh, and I want to say hello to D. Coates, Dr. Coates in the house. Wow, we miss you. It's been a long time. Grand rising to you also. Thank you for being here. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Kara.
And well, I mean, I've seen plant-based collagen, and it would be like it would be more like instead of the animal source, it's pea protein, or that I've seen, and they would have pea protein. So have you taken any of that, or have any thoughts on the plant-based collagen that they have out, or any information on that? Because I have seen that, and I've thought, maybe I can.
I think, yeah, I have. I've seen plant based also, and they're those are usually from vegetables. So yeah, what I think about it is getting back to the comparison that we have with hydration and moisturization. Like
Hmm.
when people when you put a lot of lotion on your hands, that is moisturizing, but hydrating your skin is what really keeps your skin looking young. We want to work from inside out. So when it comes to eating these certain supplements, there is no, to this day, there's no really evidence, there's no scientific evidence that it works at all to, like taking the supplement and then you rebuild your the collagen. As we look to earlier, let's go ahead and I want to just show this. Some people that didn't see this already. This is what really happens with your collagen. Your collagen actually is starting from your youth. It starts to wear down, and as you see the strands of the collagen, they actually break. This is the structural tissue that keeps your skin nice and plump. But as you get older, especially if you're not taking care of yourself, Kara said it earlier, self-care. When you do that, those massages are real, they're invaluable. Hands on massaging, I don't care if you have to ask your little cousin here to massage my hand, you know, you always find a child that I do it. You might have to grab one of those, and massage your feet,
Hmm.
because if I get that opportunity, thank you very much, and give them a couple of dollars, of course. But it's that's really important. And you see how it breaks down. We look over here, the same thing, how the skin changes with age. Is nice and plumpy when you're young, and then it starts to transition when you're like 40 or over. And in men and women, this happens. And if you don't, most people just start, if you see like, wow, my skin is droopy. I don't care if you dive into a swimming pool filled with lotion and you swimming and you do laps with it, unless you hydrate the skin, you're not going to get that kind of result that you're thinking that you're going to see. So
So you,
remember, the lotion, when you put lotion on and you're moisturizing, that is not the same thing as drinking. That is hydration.
mhm.
Okay, go ahead, Kara.
No, I was going to say, and pretty much what you just said, drinking. So when you're hydrating, it's internal. When you're moisturizing, it's external.
Yeah, think internally. Think internally, yes. And that usually, there are things that work. Yeah, I just know this, and you can also think this too. It's like common sense. It's like, if you have a product out and you got people that's still getting surgery on their face, it's like, well, why don't they just use that product? Because they say it works.
Hmm.
But when we look at these things, such as a young woman that has tight skin, she's 20 years old, she had her hair looks great, and then she's hired to advertise or to speak about, oh, this lotion is just so good. I take it like this and I wipe up and I make little circels, and then I do this, I tap, I do little taps, like, and you get caught up in that. And it's
Right.
like, oh, okay, what? Oh, yeah, she said tap, and then all of that. But she's 20 years old,
Mhm.
and her skin is tight, and her hair looks wonderful. And you have people that, when you look at a person, for instance, you look at a person that's dressed in something really nice and you say, I can see myself in it. You want it. So that's their job, is to get you to imagine you with tight skin, to imagine you with long flowing hair, that just
Or like
reminds.
the abs that we talked about earlier. You'll get people
Oh
who
yeah,
already have
exactly.
the abs, and then they put that machine on them, and it's like, oh, this machine did this. Same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's perfect example. He just said, I don't care if that person were to put that ab machine on and plug it up and they keep it on for 24 hours straight. Let's say if they a week straight, they don't ever take it off. So in about a week, all those hours go by, and the all of that's happening. Like, be realistic. If that were the truth, wouldn't more people do it? Because it's virtually hands off. You just let it. So that, again, ladies and gentlemen, is not the way to do it. Make sure that you're being wise. Make a choice that will serve you. Okay, I'm going to go down here. Goodness gracious. Some of the things that we want you to go with the potential benefits of this collagen supplementation. These are some of the things that you hear: provide essential amino acids and protein. Well, it doesn't is yeah. Remember, we talked about that is a part of having what the collagen is made of. But anyway, this is what they claim. And I'm not going to break down each one of these because we're definitely short on time, but I'm just going to give you these lines. Help minimize the appearance of fine lines. So you be doing like that and poop, you think that I'm doing what I said I wasn't going to do. So let's move on to the next one. Support hair thickness and density. Support joint health and an active lifestyle. Support skin health. Help minimize the appearance of fine lines, support skin elasticity, support muscle health. You see, all of that, these are the things that it claims, and that's why it's been trending. As a matter of fact, the expectation of the selling of these products are going to be in the billions, in the tens of billions of dollars by 2026. So it's just tell you how it's booming. Here are some other things too. I want you to definitely keep in mind. These are the different types of collagen. There's marine collagen. Now, marine collagen is a type 1. It's rich in collagen type 1. And this collagen is sourced from different marine species, typically fish, the bones, the skin, and the fins. So you can actually get collagen type 1, but also jellyfish, sponges, and other bycatch from the fishing industry. So bycatch is just those things that are on the nets when they're out. They're really looking for redfish, but when they bring up the net, they have a lot of these other different fishes on, and you can like jellyfish. I don't know anybody that eats jellyfish, but people may use it to break it down in some of the different formulas. So we don't even know. Sponges is also a sea animal. So these are just really things to keep in mind. Then that was marine collagen. Next is chicken collagen. Chicken collagen also is a natural source of collagen, including types 1, 2, 3, and 5. These are usually extracted from different parts of chickens, such as the feet, the neck, the skin, and the muscles. So that isn't a surprise to people that are already eating meat. All right. Now, what are the different collagen sources? Bovine collagen naturally is sourced from cattle. Bovine collagen is rich in collagen type 1 and 3, and it also contains protein and a diverse amino acid profile. Because it delivers types 1 and 3, is often used for the skin, the hair, the nails, and joint health. Marine collagen is rich in the collagen 1, and this collagen is sourced from different marine species, typically fish, the skin, the bones, and the fins. And remember, the jellyfish and the sponges and the bycatch from the fishing industry. Then you have the chicken collagen, and the chickens also provide a natural source of collagen, including 1, 2, 3, and 5. And these are usually extracted from the different parts of the chickens, such as their feet, their skin, and their neck, along with muscles also. Don't forget the muscles. All collagen is not equal. There's all collagen is not created equal. With hundreds of collagen supplements on the market, choosing the collagen that is right for you can seem like an uphill battle. Now, when choosing the collagen supplement, always read the labels, opt for the trusted brands, and look into these important details before making your decision. Okay, that's what we have for you today. It's 9:01 now. We want to go ahead and give you a chance to, if you had any other statements to make before we go. We're going to go a little bit over time. So who do we have? Do we have any questions here? Any comments?
There was one from Michelle. So I think after the explanation that you gave in regards to the other kind of collagen, she was saying, so the liquid collagen doesn't work then.
I think liquid collagen is probably one of the things. It might absorb some of the stuff. Well, I'll say no as a short. No, I wouldn't think that the collagen, you would be better off just going through the source and not the supplement. And what I mean by the source would be if you get in bovine collagen. That's an animal. So like when you're eating certain, like beef, for instance, that's a way to get it. And that's for your skin, your nails. Marine collagen, again, is from, jellyfish and skin and some of the bones. And then the chicken collagen, of course, from chickens. So the other collagen might be from the vegetables. And even with that, I think that, again, just eating those things from nature, the closer you are to nature, the healthier you'll be. So when we start to take supplements, supplements are sometimes we can get something. I'm not saying that you won't get anything out of it, but I think, use your just eating what you eat typically every day. And that will provide, especially if you're choosing healthy foods. Okay.
All right.
All right. Any more there, Kara?
No, that was it.
All right. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, and thank you everybody for taking time to, stop by. Those of you that just stopped by, but those of you that stayed here with us, we really appreciate that because we're here, and we want to definitely want you to be here. I want to get a shout out to Michelle Franklin over at Mount Tabor Baptist Church, and another shout out to Terry. Terry, thanks so much. And all the sisters that showed up from Funkinetics, from our step class. This is just, we got a lot of stuff. All of them look so beautiful and so healthy. So thank you very much for everybody showing up. And we're going to have, for the rest of this year, we're going to have classes at Mount Tabor Baptist Church from the every first and third Saturday at 9 a.m. at Mount Tabor Baptist Church. You can look it up in your GPS and it'll take you right to it. I'm sorry,
that I was just saying that, of course, is in California.
Of course. Yeah. So make sure that you just look at my Facebook, and you can find out there's a actual poster there with all the information. Okay. So thank you very much again, everybody. Again, remember Mount Tabor, we're going to be meeting. Oh, we have two classes, nutrition class and we have another class, exercise class. So that follows the nutrition class. So you want to get your body together? you said you're going to do it. You're going to you get yourself into a class or you start working out. Well, here's the opportunity. And we thank everybody at Mount Tabor for the wonderful hospitality and of just wonderful professional people that surrounds us all. And I'm very, very happy to be a part of it. Okay, that's going to be it. We'll see you next week that's going to be on the 1st. But those people, don't get dismayed if we don't show up live sometimes, because we're just moving and we're grooving, and this is top of the year. We're very busy, but we will make sure that we have the knowledge pouring, and when you stick out your cup, you're going to fill it up. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm Dr. Zarif, the nutritionist.
And I am Carolyn Gentle. Thank you all so much for joining us.